Welcome back. This is John Locke, and it's been a minute since I did a video on searcher intent. It's been about a year or so. I thought I would revisit this subject and re-explain it for people who never saw the previous video. Search intent is basically analyzing the website for the keywords that you're trying to rank for and figuring out what pattern Google has already established when it comes to ranking. And what I mean by this is you don't want to put a square peg into a round hole. You want to put a square peg into a square hole, round peg into a round hole. Don't go against the grain, go with the grain. The easiest way to explain search intent is what actions are people trying to take when they type certain keywords into Google. What is the final outcome that they want to have happen? What goal, what destination are they trying to get to? Are they trying to research something? Are they trying to buy something? Are they somewhere else in that buyer's journey, or are they at another stage of the marketing funnel? Basically, search intent, when you boil it down, is actually task completion intent. What is that searcher trying to do? So here's how you determine what search intent is for a given keyword phrase. Just look at what's already ranking in Google. Look at the first page of Google, and this is something that we do in our SEO audits for each major keyword that we're trying to rank for. Once we've determined, the highest priority keywords, what we do is we actually look at the top 10 of Google. We look at the first page of Google and say, here's everything that's up there, and we try and determine what the search intent is for each of those keyword phrases. You will learn a lot from doing this simple analysis. Problem is a lot of people never talk about this part of SEO. They're trying to rank with things that cannot rank. If you want an example, go back a few days ago to the video that we did about when ultimate guides can't rank, or when ultimate guides will not rank. And that's a great example. When we were talking about WordPress themes, in that example, a person was trying to rank an ultimate guide to WordPress themes, when in actuality, when people are typing in WordPress themes, the phrase WordPress themes, they either want to download a free theme, they want to buy a premium theme, or they want to look at a list of the 87 top, themes, and then click one of those and go buy that one. So their ultimate guide on the whole history and culture and programming stuff around WordPress themes has no chance of ranking because there's nothing like that already in the top 10. So another great example of search intent that I love to bring up, and what really started opening my eyes to this, a talk that Will Reynolds from Seer Interactive did years ago about a client that they had. They were trying to rank for the term cloud computing because they wanted to sell cloud computing to customers, but everything that was on page 1 was informational. It was definitions of what cloud computing is. So I have some great examples that I can share with you as well when it comes to search intent. For example, I have one client, they sell a certain type of tool. They wanted to sell basically services around that tool, and some of the keywords that we were looking at, it's not actually selling that tool, but it's looking at different types of tools within that space. Those are the things that we're ranking for those terms. So in order for them to rank, their best bet would be to create a comparison of all the different tools in that space and rank them side by side, because that's what's ranking. Another great example of search intent that I want to lay out is a client that I had. They sell a certain type of product, and their homepage at first, it was only just about their company and facts and about their company and what they do, but they didn't have anything about any products, any links to the product pages on their homepage. So when we change a homepage and put pictures and links to the product pages of the products that they're actually selling, guess what? Their rank started going up. That's called matching search intent. And I want to stress this again. It is so much easier to go with the grain than to try and cut against the grain. It's so much easier to swim downriver than it is to try and swim against the current. And when Google already has an established pattern of what's going to rank for a keyword phrase, you're not going to be able to fight against that current. What it all boils down to, most people are not talking about search intent, though more people are coming on board with it. I've noticed over the last year or two, more people are starting to talk about it. More people are starting to wake up. One thing I can stress to you, if you're trying to rank for a keyword or a keyword phrase, one of the very first things that you should do is go and look at what's actually ranking and say, what task is each one of these pages facilitating for the user? Are they able to buy a product? Are they just researching? Are they getting a definition of something? Are they doing product comparison? Are they, doing something else, booking an appointment or whatever it is? But just look at those things, because that's going to help you determine what you need to do and what you have to have on that page in order to rank. That's all about search intent. My name's John Locke. My business is Lockdown Design and SEO. And I'm here every single day making videos on SEO. Thanks to all the new subscribers who have come on in the last couple of months. I super appreciate it. I'll be here tomorrow. Till next time. Peace.